Okay, so here we are. It's a couple months later, and I have had a few pulls from the Compass Box Spaniard, or Story of the Spaniard, where on the back it says, I know I've read this already, but I'll do it again. Long time ago, a friend and I journeyed through the south of Spain, stopping by every little village bar we could. In one place, an elderly man took it upon himself to teach us about the local sherry wine. They captured my imagination with their nutty, saline character and tremendous spectrum of style. Years later, when I discovered Scotch whiskey, I was reacquainted with sherry through the whiskies aged in former sherry casks, which are known for the rich, deep flavors they provide. I've been drawn to their style of whiskey ever since. Inspired by an eponymously named bespoke whiskey we recently created for a bar in New York City called the Spaniard, we decided to explore this style further to create a malt whiskey blend with its own whiskies aged in ex-Spanish wine casks. In this, our second release, 80% of the whiskies have been aged in ex-Spanish wine casks. You will find a whiskey that is full, soft, and sumptuous on the palate, with notes of ripe red fruits, pears, poached in wine, light spice, and vanilla. This is a whiskey ideal for late evening sipping or for stirring into a cocktail. Above all, share and enjoy. John Glazer, Whiskey Maker. Okay. It's signed by John Glazer. And I'm going to pour me a glass of this, because when I first had it, I was not all that impressed. But as time went on, and I had a few pulls from this bottle, as you can see where the level is right now, about halfway down. Not quite halfway, but almost. It has improved a lot. I have been sitting here going, and just nosing it going, ah. But first, I want to finish my gin and tonic. I still have a gin and tonic going from earlier. Nice gin and tonic. Well, maybe I'll take another sip of it later. Right now, I'm doing the Compass Box. This is 43% ABV, so it's not too strong. And it's probably strong enough to give the aromas and flavors across, but not so strong that it scares away the novices. Of course, you can always add a drop or two of water, but I'm really getting into the nose of this one now. Dark ripe fruits. I'm getting some berries. I'm getting some pears. Yes, I am. I'm getting some raisins and plums and prunes and dates and figs. A lot of dark, ripe fruits. Red fruits, purple fruits, berries. There's a lot of that going on here. It smells delicious. Whereas when on the neck pour, when it was, when the level was up here, I wasn't getting much at all. In fact, if you go back to my video of a couple months ago, I was not at all impressed. I was going, what? I spent whatever I spent on this, $100 or whatever. On this, it wasn't worth it. But now, half a bottle down, it is definitely worth it. What a nose. What a nose. It's a little bit nutty too. Kind of nuts are those. Cashews maybe. Walnuts maybe. Hazelnuts. Yeah. A little bit of hazelnut. Am I getting a lot of spices? No, not a lot. I think the fixation is on the sherry. But meanwhile, there is a bit of caramel. There's some vanilla poking in there too. Like I said, I would not have come back to this if it didn't improve. And it improved phenomenally. It smells so much better than it did before. Caramels, yes. Yes, the sherry casks have really done their magic on this one. And when I first opened the bottle, I thought nothing of it. Okay, let's go for the wash out the gin and tonic. Ooh. Oh, yeah. Oh, that lubricates the lips. It also tastes amazing. It's a lot more complex than I gave it credit for. I think it's got some it says Spanish wine cask, but I can't say that it has a distinctive oloroso, and I can't say that it has a distinctive Pedro Jimenez taste to it. I think it's a blend not only of malts, but it's also a blend of wine casks. Or should we say sherry casks? More water to wash out the gin and tonic. Ooh-ah. Rich. Fruity. Berries. Pears. A little bit of nectarines. Not getting a lot of citrus here. Just getting some orchard fruits and some wine, some grapes definitely, prunes, raisins, yes. Definitely raisins. Sultana raisins. Sun-made raisins. Raisins of all kinds. It's delicious. Smells delicious. And now it's a little bit malty. And along with that malty note, there's some vanilla and some caramel. And the fruity notes are always there. Berries. Oh, marvelous. Magnificent. John Glazer, you've done a good job once again. But this one, I caution, give it some time to open up, because at first, when I first popped it, it was nothing special. But now it is really coming into its own. This is among the finest Compass boxes that I have tasted. And I tend to not go for the ones that are really expensive. Like, this is not a luxury whiskey. Would I buy that? The price I saw on there wasn't worth it. No matter how good it tastes, I don't know. And I seen some other Compass box expressions on the shelf just this evening. And this is heavenly. And they're just on the shelf, and they look interesting, but I see price tags of $275, and I go, no, $275? That's just too much. I tend to go up to 200, but when it's more than 200 Canadian, I tend to go, yeah, unless it's really old, like a Canadian whiskey that's 40 years old. I tend to make exceptions in those instances, but well, maybe I should go for those more expensive Compass box bottlings. I don't know. The cheaper ones have been really good. The Great King Street blends, all of them have been fine. The Lost Blend, I like that one a lot. What other ones have I really enjoyed? Peat Monster. The what is it? The tree. What's the tree? Is it the oak tree or the spice tree? Spice tree. Yeah, that was good too. This is wonderful. Every time I sniff it, it's better than the last time. Caramels, vanillas, pears, red fruits, berries. This Spaniard is just great. Would I buy it again? Sure. It's definitely worth it. Slanchava!
Food quick.
Food quick.
Food quick.
Food quick.
Food quick.
Yeah.